Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm mixing all of my foundations together, and I've seen quite a lot of videos of this and people have been mixing them together to see if they can create the best foundation for them and also to see what it would look like. Now I have a lot of foundations. I have roughly 20 foundations I've already opened, and I think in total I have about 25 or 26 foundations, and I'm going to be using all of the foundations that I've already used before, and I'm basically just going to put them all into this bowl right here and I'm going to mix them together and apply them to my face and we'll see what it looks like. So if you're new to my channel and you enjoyed this video, make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below, and also make sure that you hit the bell icon just so you're notified every time I upload a new video. So all of my foundations are in this drawer right here and they're full to the top of foundations, and I honestly don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know what colour it's going to look. I just have a feeling that it's probably going to be quite orange because at the moment I have a very light self-tan, and I have foundations for when I have a dark self-tan, also for when I'm pale as well. I also have foundations that are dewy finishes, foundations that are matte finishes, full coverage, medium coverage foundations and light coverage, and I really don't know what it's going to look like on my skin. I don't know how it's going to feel. I have seen some videos where some people have said that it feels quite itchy on the skin, so I'm not looking forward to it being itchy. Hopefully it's going to work very well, but I'm going to go ahead and put the foundations in this bowl. We're going to mix them together and apply them to my face.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways.
So this is what all of the foundations look like before I've mixed them together, and as you can see they're incredibly watery, and the reason for that is because I use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude Water Foundation and that just went everywhere. It's really hard to only pick out a little bit of that foundation because it just goes everywhere, and I'm not too sure if you can see, but look at all of the different shades that are there. I have dark shades, I have medium shades, I have very, very light shades, and I definitely have a feeling this is going to be really dark and it's going to be super dark for my skin, and it's just not going to look very good. I have a feeling that I'm going to look like an Oompa Loompa, but that just... oh, I'm hoping it's going to be alright, but I just have a feeling it's going to be very watery and just not very nice at all. I'm not sure what the consistency is going to be like because I did use some full coverage foundations, I used some matte ones, I also used some dewy finishes as well, so I just have a feeling that using that Estee Lauder water foundation has just ruined this whole concoction. So I'm going to go ahead and stir it and I'll see what it looks like. So this is the colour of the foundation and the consistency of it, and it's not actually really bad. I thought it'd be really watery, but it's not really running down, if you can see. It's not running down, it's quite thick, so I'm hoping it's going to be good and hopefully it's going to go on my skin really well. But I can already tell it's super, super dark for my neck. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it is going to be super dark. But we're going to go ahead, apply it to my face, and I'm going to use my beauty blender. We'll see how it blends and what the coverage is like, and we'll just see what it looks like. So I'm all ready to apply my new foundation, which I can only assume is a Frankenstein foundation. I've added loads of different foundations to this. I think it's been about 20 or 22 that I've added, and yeah, I'm excited, I'm also worried, but we're going to go ahead and see how it goes. So I've got my beauty blender right here and I'm going to go ahead and apply this to the face. I have a feeling it's going to be super dark, so honestly I'm not going to be shocked if it's a lot darker than my neck because I do have a lot of dark foundations, and I'm just going to go in. So this is one little dab of the foundation and let's just see what it looks like. You know what? That colour isn't actually that bad. The colour matches my neck pretty well. The coverage is amazing. It's a full coverage look. I can see my pores, but honestly, that is just a little bit of the foundation and it's pretty much full coverage. That is incredible. I'm just looking at my skin and I'm thinking my skin looks perfect. The colour match is really good. I think I might need to take it down my neck. As you can see, some of my self-tan is coming off, so I'm gonna drag this down my neck. And that is actually really good, and that's just one little bit of the foundation. Just going to apply a bit more to my head. You know what, for a Frankenstein foundation, that is amazing. I was not expecting this coverage. I was expecting it to be bright orange as well, because I do have some very dark foundations like this one, which definitely does not match me at the moment, but I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought it would be really dark, I thought it'd be really watery, and it's actually really good. So this is what the foundation looks like, and it is an amazing foundation. Honestly, if I had enough time every day, I'd go ahead and do this, because this looks like the perfect foundation of what I would love. My pores don't really look that accentuated. It's full coverage. The colour match is really, really good. And it doesn't look blotchy, it blended out amazingly as well. Honestly, I feel like this is a foundation I've been looking for to get the perfect coverage and just look perfect on the skin, and I really do like it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like. So I've finished off the rest of my makeup, and this is what it looks like, and honestly, I do quite like the foundation. I think it looks really nice and flawless on the skin. It is full coverage. You only needed a tiny amount, so a little goes a very long way. The only thing that I do have to say is that it is starting to look a little bit cakey on certain areas, because it is completely matte. I do have some foundations in here that are completely matte and you have to work very quickly with, which I completely forgot about when I was putting on the rest of my makeup. So I know that with some of these foundations you have to work very quickly with, like the Soap and Glory one and the Estee Lauder one. They might not go on and blend very well, and they can just look a little bit cakey, but I do really like the way that it looks. At the moment it's not itching on my skin, and when I touch my face like this I can tell that it's matte, it's also dry, and I don't get any transfer on here as well. And because it is a very matte finish, it is accentuating my pores as well, which I'm not really too shocked about, because there are some foundations in here that do accentuate my pores. But if I was to use this again, I would just use a pore filling primer anyway. I don't think I'd have enough time to do this again, but overall it does actually look really good and I'm quite happy with it. I don't think it's going to make me oily for the rest of the day, because I have used some of my Holy Grail foundations, my Estee Lauder Double Wear, my Soap and Glory one. Those two are some foundations where I don't even need to blot throughout the rest of the day, so hopefully it's going to keep me matte and I'm not going to look like an oily mess. So I've zoomed in so you can see a bit more of the texture and what it looks like on the skin. So as you can see, it does look a little bit powdery. It is fully matte, and right on here you can see that my pores are accentuated as well, and on the nose I have pores on here as well that are accentuated as well. But overall it looks really good and I'm quite happy with it. I think that the products went on quite well. Some of them didn't go on as well as the others, like my concealer didn't go on that well, but my powders went on really good, so I am quite happy with it and I do really like the way that it looks at the moment. Also, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this video the person who I first watched who did this video, and that was Sophia, and I absolutely love her. I will link her video down below for you so you can check it out, but she is so funny. She does some amazing videos. I used to watch her when she did BuzzFeed. I also watch her YouTube channel now. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this foundation on for the rest of the day and see how it goes. I won't be filming an update for you, but I will put it down below in the info section for you so you can check that out. And I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you've done this video before, just comment down below to let me know and I'll be sure to check it out. And make sure that you give this video a very big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye!